my wonderful sweet baby. So this is going to be a part 2 of all this Chrisean Rock drama. So in this one, we're going to speak out in regards to Chrisean Rock speaking out on Blueface and Jaden Alexis being engaged. So Chrisean Rock actually pretty much stated that, she thinks that the whole thing was a publicity stunt. And she thinks that the ring that Blueface gave Jaden was really a ring that was made for her. On top of that, she actually finally got a new tooth. Then she claimed that her and Blueface are not going to leave each other alone because, they can't have what they want, but they're still having, S. Just recently, I was looking and found this as well. Chrisean is also claiming that her and Blueface have still been romantic with each other. She claims that they've not been using protection. And she claims that he's not been taking proper precautions to ensure that she does not get impregnated with another child. And then she states that they're probably locked in forever. On top of that, this was after the fact of her admitting that she might have another baby on the way. Jason Lee actually just posted this clip as well of her saying that she may be pregnant again because she's very fertile. She didn't really claim that she waited the 6 weeks and that she was saying that her and Blue were still seeing each other. But then the thing that's crazy is she was also claiming that she was with Mabu at the time. So I'm not really sure if she knows what she's saying, but these are the things that she's saying. But speaking of Mabu, so Chrisean was actually on live earlier this morning and she spoke in regards of her and Mabu with Stunna Girl on live. So she pretty much is claiming that Mabu and his team had manipulated her, and she said that Mabu's still really cool, it's really just his team. But the thing is, she claims that a lot of the proceeds from the song she's not going to get. A lot of her proceeds are under 10%. So a lot of it, she's not even getting, any of that money. She's getting 0% for a lot of this song. But yet the song is still charting, and yet she's not getting a dime of it. And she stated that the music was about her. So it's not like it had anything really to do with Mabu. He was really just capitalizing off of that moment. On top of that, there is a lawsuit that is pending against Chrisean Rock as well. Because if you guys don't remember back in January, Chrisean Rock was physical with someone on the red carpet for a Zeus premiere. During that moment, Chrisean had just announced that she was pregnant. And on top of that, Chrisean was getting physical with someone. Now, people claimed in the comment section that this was all due to the fact that someone had burned her hair or something of that nature, but this still doesn't give her a reason to be physical with someone, especially on camera, child. So here's my thoughts. TikTok, excuse my language, but this bitch got a lot going on. So first, let's just talk about the tooth. The tooth looks good in her mouth. Hopefully she keeps it there. As far as this situation, I'm glad that the woman did press charges because if Chrisean was, not smart enough to not cover her tracks and do something like this on camera, then you get what you deserve. As far as her speaking on Jaden and Blueface's relationship, I just find it really crazy that she keeps constantly speaking on Jaden and Blueface because they haven't spoke on her in I don't know how long. But yet she always makes it her mission to name drop them and say something about them. Even when Jaden Alexis was on Jason Lee's interview show, she didn't even want to mention Chrisean's name. And that's exactly how a woman should carry herself. You don't mention the name of somebody that's beneath you. But Chrisean, looking like she just woke up and didn't even brush her tooth, is sitting here and speaking on people that don't even speak on her. In this situation in which she was dealing with Mabu, I completely understand where she's coming from. She definitely deserves a cut of that money. If anything, she deserves probably a little bit more than what Mabu deserves. But I understand that Mabu did come up with the concepts. He was the writer and everything of that nature. But I have to give Blue his props once again. Blue told Chrisean that a lot of the people out here are not going to have her best interest. He pretty much explained to her that she has to be careful with dealing with these people. And he explained to her that the reason that he didn't want her dealing with these people in the first place was primarily because he knew they were going to be manipulative towards her. But she kept constantly thinking that Blue was the big bad wolf and thinking that he was out to get her each and every time. And I'm not going to sit here and say that Blue 100% was not in the wrong on some things, because he definitely should be held accountable as well. But everything he pretty much said about her in this industry, it's pretty much coming into fruition. As far as the things that Chrisean's saying about her and Blueface linking up, I think that this girl is mentally ill. The reason that I say that is because Jaden and Blue were just at the radio station just the other day and were handling business. Chrisean is known to take video proof and text message proof and, repost screenshots of things. So if Blue was in her presence, she would have been quick to take a picture of it. But instead, she's really just saying whatever to go viral at this point, because she knows what she has to do to go viral and to stay relevant. In this very live, she even said herself that she felt like she was falling off. And it wasn't until just recently she was starting to get her notoriety again. And it's a shame that she even feels these ways to do all of these extra things just to maintain relevancy. Because she knows that alone, without her creating some sort of a scandal, she can't really make anything happen for herself in her career. Her music is not even really going anywhere unless she mentions Blueface or Jaden Alexis. So at this point, I feel like she's got to make up lies and got to make up some sort of scandal and do something extremely goofy in order to maintain relevancy. But that's my opinion. What's yours?